It's about setting aside comfort, setting aside weakness, setting aside fear, and having the discipline to endure the challenges and the hardship and the pain in order to become better. While war certainly taught me those things and ingrained those things into my mind if they weren't already there, I don't think you need to go to war to learn them. But I do think that you have to discipline yourself, and you have to get outside your comfort zone, and you have to push yourself beyond what you thought you could ever do to get that glimpse of the truth, and to get that glimpse of the glory in the trenches. Motivation it's kind of a strange word because it doesn't really mean what we think it means. We think it means that we're fired up to do something. We think that it means we're eager and passionate to make something happen. And we think that somehow we should just be able to turn on that eagerness and turn on that passion. But we can't. Because you just can't turn on passion. You can't just turn on the desire to execute a task. It just doesn't work that way. And honestly, that isn't even what motivate means. Motivate doesn't mean to yell and scream and encourage. No. To motivate actually means to provide a motive, a reason why. So to motivate someone is to explain to them why they're doing what they're doing, how it will help them, where it'll take them, why they should continue to work and to struggle and to fight. And when you need motivation yourself, don't look for someone to scream and yell. Don't look for someone else to give you motivation. Look at yourself. Look at yourself and remind yourself why you are doing what you are doing. Remind yourself that this struggle, this temporary pain, this fight that you're in, this is what will make you stronger and faster and smarter and better. And then, with that motivation, go forward into the fray, into the storm, into the heat of the battle, where victory is forged. Think about where you're at. And you're not at the top. I'm not at the top. None of us are at the top. Who can be? But what are we striving to be? What are we striving to be? Are we striving to be the most eminently qualified human being that we can be? Do you even know what that means? Do you even have those thoughts in your head? I'm guessing you don't. I barely do. I know I've had vague thoughts. I know I had definitions that floated around in my head of what I was trying to be, what I'm trying to be today. But why aren't those solid? Why aren't they? The reality is, I don't measure up the way I should be measuring up on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. Who's grading me? Who's lying to me? You know who is? Me. But until we clarify what the aim is, what the goal is, and what those standards are, how am I supposed to hold myself accountable to those standards when they don't even exist? So I'm going to make them exist. I'm going to put them on paper. We're going to come up with that eminently qualified human being, what that looks like. Because we all got ideas floating around up there. Well, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to apply that. Are we doing everything that we could be doing, everything that we should be doing? Are we cutting corners? Are we slacking off? Are we giving ourselves a 5.0 when we should be at best cracking a 2 daily? How much are we leaving on the table every day? That's a question for you, right? How much are we leaving on the table? How much you saying, you know what? I can just leave that there. It's fine. How many things just do you accept as collateral damage? Like something goes wrong, like one thing goes wrong, and so there's just collateral damage. Other things are just going to fall by the way, and you're good with it. You're good with it. I hurt my knee. Oh, cool. Guess what? I'm going to eat a donut. Is that where we're at? Or is there collateral damage? Well, part of the reason I'm telling you that we allow this collateral damage is because we're not effectively grading ourselves. And even worse than that, we don't even know what standard we're trying to achieve. No one's even told us the minimum standard. Oh, okay, so why is your life going marginal right now? Why are you doing okay? Why am I doing okay right now? Well, it's because I have some vague idea. I kind of know I'm heading in the right general direction. That's not good enough to get maximum. It's not good enough to be eminently qualified. It doesn't work. You have to step it up. You have to have the unmitigated daily discipline in all things, and that's hard. It's hard for one day, never mind every single day. Start looking at yourself. As usual, your strengths, your weaknesses, and start trying to see where you can improve. Start moving towards the goal of becoming the eminently qualified human being. For us as individuals, we got to remember that we are in charge of our own lives. We are leading our own lives. And where are you leading yourself? What are you doing that you know you shouldn't be doing? Why are you doing that? You have to be uncomfortable. You have to impose the discipline on your own life so you don't have something else imposed, something bad imposed, so you don't have a catastrophe imposed on your own life. Because when we avoid the discomfort, and when we avoid the discipline, and when we avoid doing what we know is the right thing to do, that's when you end up in a personal catastrophe, in your own personal hell. You have to do the hard thing, the thing you know is right. And you know what is right, and you know what you are supposed to do. So do it, and avoid going down a path that leads to your own personal hell, and instead get on the path that leads to freedom. When you make decisions, every decision, think about where that decision leads and what that decision will make you become. And then self-determine, choose what will make you a better person. And even in situations where you feel you have no choice at all, you still have one last freedom, and that is to choose your own attitude in any given set of circumstances. Keep that choice. Keep that freedom, that hard choice, the disciplined choice. And with the discipline to make the right choice, maintain your freedom. I keep getting asked this type of question. How do I get discipline? Or how do I want discipline? Or how do I maintain discipline? If you hear me claim that discipline is easy for me, then straight up, that's just my ego talking. That's what that is. Because I'm, unfortunately, just as human as everyone else. And it is work to maintain the discipline. That's what it is, work.